going on? Just going to touch base with you tonight. Sitting here cooking some dinner. Come across some interesting articles, reports on food and things being put out. The UN, some major general dude with the UN, got this on the Insider. Puts out that the food crisis is going to be getting worse. Now, won't necessarily mean first world countries. You know, you're looking at Africa, stuff like that. Possibly India, parts of the Middle East, stuff like that, that are considered more third world countries, that they are expecting major food crisis. And, you know, I'm not a big prepper dude or anything like that, but this past year, you know, I've started preparing a little bit, planning, you know, that things have been getting worse and worse, especially since the pandemic started and everything, that, you know, as you get locked down and things were in short supply. What does it mean for the trucking industry as well? Because, you know, I've been a truck driver for 25 years. I've been through the ebbs and flows of a lot of stuff, been a company driver, owner, operator, you know, all kinds of stuff. Been a dispatcher, been a manager, you know, all whatnot. That you got to look at these things, not just like, am I going to have a job tomorrow or anything? I'll put the articles up. The first one was from the UN, that the food crisis is going to continue to get worse. The second one, I mean, it's going to continue through 2023. Now, you're looking at the next year and a half you want to try and plan for, possibly, that everybody's in there yelling. So I stepped out here in our storage garage area. But I'll put the articles up. The other one was from the San Francisco paper, Chronicle, Times, whatever, that, and this is where it applies to the trucking industry directly for us, especially if you run reefers, that the produce market through next year is probably going to get incredibly bad. It's already been really slim this year on the reefer market. It's taken a nosedive. Most anybody in a trucking channel is talking about the rates. Oh, I'm not making any money and stuff. Well, you got to look at too, what is the market like? And the San Francisco Chronicle said that right now over 500,000 acres in California of farmland is sitting barren. Whether it's from drought, lack of fertilizer, or whether this was planned, who knows, with the political era going on today and stuff like that. Who knows what's going on? You see, this is our storage garage area, all my junk. We've been mildly prepping for a while now. I've been putting food away, dry goods, canned goods. I even got a freezer. You can see in here. Got meat, frozen stuff, you know, frozen meat and everything. I've got shelves over here. I probably got about 200 pounds of rice, 100 pounds of beans, canned goods, canned vegetables, frozen vegetables. What this says about 500,000 or more, 530,000 acres are not being farmed in California. And California is the major producer of produce for the country. So you gotta, yeah, I'm out here. That I just saw this stuff, read up on it and everything, and it really made me think that if you're not planning ahead a little bit, stockpiling some spices, salt, sugar, extra food, vegetables, canned meats. I mean, I even got cans of Spam, you know, it's protein, it's meat fat, that's what you want. And we got pasta. What else am I looking at? Canned chicken, bouillon, you know, chicken bouillon, beef bouillon, lots of beans, canned vegetables, salt, sugar. Get all these things together. The bamboo stock, the sugarcane stock, I guess, is also taking a nosedive. So you got to be planning ahead and making a video.
Oh.
Everybody wondering what I'm doing all the time. But yeah, just walk back in here. I gotta stir my noodles. So anyway, what this can apply to trucking though is you gotta really think about it. That did you already stir it?
Yeah, Dustin just stirred it.
Cool. What this is going to do to the trucking market, because that's what we're involved in, of course, and our livelihood comes from driving a truck, unfortunately. That we're not crypto billionaires or anything like that. We depend on working in trucking. And what's that going to mean for the market? You got to think ahead. It's going to mean if produce in California dries up, which over 500,000 acres are laying barren right now, not being grown on, that in years past would have been. So you got to think about that. Next year, what is that going to be? And it's going to drive people out of the reefer market to haul produce and drive them into other sectors of trucking. Other people are going to drop off. Overall, everybody's going to be hurting. Work is already strained. Loads are already light. The workload I have this year compared to last year is half. Easily. I'm not even running reefers anymore. I'm running milk loads when those are available. I just ran some dry van loads. I'm just doing whatever I can to make a paycheck at this point. And you got to think ahead though. If there's no produce coming out of California the next year and a half, where it's heavily driven down, that there's no market in California for produce, what's that going to mean? It's going to mean everybody that was running reefers out there and depending on it, that's their livelihood. They're going to be driven into other sectors of trucking or just driven out. Now the ones that, because the market is totally saturated with trucks and there's no produce coming out, it means they're going to be driven to other parts of the country to get other reefer work, which is going to fill up all the other markets because there's no produce. So you see where this is going. And you got to be thinking ahead. And plan ahead. Plan now. It's just my gut feeling. I've been through this, been through the recession, been through ups and downs in trucking for a long time. And if you're not thinking ahead about this right now, have a backup plan too, to even be out of trucking. That if it really dries up, hey man, you might be down at Taco Bell or McDonald's getting a job. But plan ahead now so that you can afford that transition. We are. I've been sitting around for 4 days right now. No work. I got into town on Friday. It's now Monday. And there's no work. Waiting for a load. Nothing going on. So last year, banging. Couldn't even fill up the time. You know what I mean? It was. I was running late for every load. I was back to back to back all the time, making great money, even though my truck was broke. So that hurt me a lot. But have a plan, have things stocked up, be stocking up your food. If you can, be saving money. I know things are slim already anyways, so there's not a lot of money in the bank for a lot of people. Stock up on your paper goods, paper towels, toilet paper. Don't want to see that retard thing go on again, that you get caught with your pants down literally, and there's no toilet paper. How stupid was that? Everybody freaking out. Be ahead of the curve, prep a little bit, have some stuff built up. Like I said, I got storages of food. I'm still going to keep building it up because, as you go along too, you use some of it and you got to replenish it. But I got big bags of beans. I got big bags of rice anywhere you can find it. Put the money out now, store it up. Inflation is through the roof. We are officially in a recession now. Whatever's going on with the political state of the country and the world, for that matter, has gone full retard. And you got to look out for yourself. If you have the means to, like I said, with prepping, we have guns, ammo. I'm not talking like major, like we got to have anybody kicking our door in, but it's just a matter of have these things available, stored up. Look out for yourself, look out for your family, look out for everybody in your lifeboat, and take care of you and yours, because I think in the next year and a half we're going to see a whole other thing play out here that's not going to be pretty, the way things are going. And hopefully the world will correct itself for the better after a while. But, you know what I mean? Think ahead. The big players out there in the world are all saying it's getting bad, it's going to get worse. Take care of yourself, do what you can, build things up. We have, like I said, we have 2 refrigerators, the floor freezer. We got 2 fridges in the house. All the frozen stuff is packed to the gills in the freezers, and tons of food. I got, like, I even went and got, because this stuff lasts forever too, like a huge thing of, you know, pancake mix, tons of mac and cheese, tons of top ramen, mashed potatoes, beans, tons of pasta, big things of peanut butter, protein. Protein is going to be very important. If you can't afford meat, peanut butter. You know, we got these big things of canned chicken. You know, I can see beans. I got tons of beans and rice. The bag cereal lasts forever, right? But it's like cheap, 98 cents. Go get spaghetti sauce. Tons of canned beans, you know, canned vegetables, everything. Just, I got a big bag of flour, got a 20-pound bag of sugar sitting here, you know, things like that. Look out for yourself. Go do it. Because when shit hits fan, even got a big thing of syrup too. Yeah. But, you know, our shelves are, I'm stocking up, trying to take care of business. Just stay ahead of the curve, man. So anyway, think ahead, please. You know, we're feeling the crunch just like anybody else. So, by all means, take care of yourselves, take care of your family, all right? Hopefully, cooler heads will prevail. More rational, less retarded heads will prevail in this world, and things will correct. But until then, take care of yourself, all right? Oh.